Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and welcome to another Let's Talk. In this episode, the addition of another game mode. So I've been playing a lot of Armored Warfare, again, downloaded it, been playing it a little bit by myself, not recording it or anything like that. And I realized something. Armored Warfare, just like MechWarrior, very, very small community, possibly even the same size, I'm going to contemplate, because it's not that big. That's pretty much two versions of PvP. There's Conquest, which is go and capture a certain point against the other team, their base, and there you go. And then the other version of the map is Skirmish, where everyone just goes in death balls. Then I realized MechWarrior Online pretty much has one game mode when it comes to quick play, and it's Skirmish with a secondary objective. So you have Skirmish, obviously, no big deal. Assault, kill everybody, Skirmish, or capture the base, secondary objective. Conquest, kill everybody, or get 750 points, secondary objective. Domination, hold the center, or hold the beacon till the time counts down, or kill everyone, secondary objective. There's escort, etc. So, I was looking, I'm thinking, well, pretty much, I mean, most of those modes are the same generally as they are in Armored Warfare. The only difference is Armored Warfare has a small PvP percentage of the community versus a large PvE section of the community. PvE, you don't make as much money or XP, but it's still more popular. And I was trying to figure out why. Then I realized it gives the player that storyline. There's a bunch of random missions broken up into, I think, 5 different levels of actual hard. You actually pick if you want to play easy, normal, or hard. Then it looks at your rank in the vehicle you're using and actually goes from there. Certain levels you can only use certain vehicles in. And it's good. And it paves a storyline. You're basically a mercenary and you're doing all these jobs, but in tanks, armored personnel carriers, tank destroyers, artillery, you name it. Then I thought, well, could they bring this to MechWarrior Online to bring in that extra little part? The only problem I can see with that is then you'd be splitting the community into 3. You'd have people playing PvE, people doing quick play, and people doing faction warfare. So, I mean, one of the problems right now they're having faction warfare is the lack of people playing. And obviously there's a whole big kerfuffle with all that stuff, and we won't really get into it in this video. We've gone into it in videos in the past. But I was thinking, you know what? There's some people that just want to hop on, play a quick game with their friends, and that's it. And I could think of it as just PvE. Now, the way they do it in Armored Warfare is they use the PvP maps, and they use a portion of it, half of it. They actually cut the map into quarters, or basically in half, say vertically, for one mission. And you have 2 missions right there, one on the left side of the map, one on the right side of the map. 2 separate PvE maps right there. And basically it's linear. You go from A to B to C to D. Usually it's one of 2 types of scenarios. The first one is capture and hold, where you have to go capture certain points on the map, hold them from waves of enemies, and then move on to the next one. Then there's just capture, which is go, capture, and push and push and push against defending enemies that are there to defend. I mean, yeah, they're pretty much similar and they play almost the same, but it changes through your different your different rankings. So your easy, your hard, and your mediums. You also get different money depending on what tank you run. Some of the enemies spawn differently as well, and it makes it a little harder or easier. I realize this would be a good thing for MechWarrior Online. Why? You probably ask. Because, well, I think we have 10 maps. That would immediately be doubled to 20 maps to do the PvE, because you basically cut every map in half, and there you go. There's 2 maps. It's not hard to do. You basically just take the same map, and basically you tell the server, this is a PvE match, they cannot go past the following area. And you put in a visible wall. And you gray out the other half of the map. Simple as that. Storylines. You can simply set up a very easy storyline. You drop your you start your match. There's a dude standing there. It could be the dude from the Academy Bay. He sits down and says, "Hey, if it's on easy, it's like, hey, here's the operation. This is what you're going to need to do. And you can also link it into the academy as well. When someone goes and does the first level of the academy, or finishes the academy, at least one round of everything, they then get immediately put in to a PvE game. It could be with a bunch of AI, it could be with a bunch of other people. And, they get walked through generally how to play. So it's also an easier way of easing someone into the game. They're playing up against a bunch of AIs. And all the AIs do literally is go from A to B and fight you. That's it. It's not something hard for them to code in. When you think about it, in Onslaught, and even Target Practice, I believe it's called, when the mechs go from left to right instead of coming from far away and coming at you, it's the exact same encoding, basically. Except instead of them getting within a certain range and shooting, they basically will just start shooting at you ahead of time. I think it's a better idea, be more immersive, especially if it's the same dude, the same Captain Adams, I think it's Captain Adams, is talking to you at the beginning saying, for the very first mission, is, hey, congratulations on, graduating from the academy. Here is your first, your first operation with your lance, blah, 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 blah. And you can just go. At the end of every match, you have the ability to either stay with the group or just go on to the next match by yourself. And you can be put in another random group. If you like the people you're playing with, you can click stay. And if the majority of people, if everyone clicks stay, everyone clicks stay. If 3 other people say stay, 3 people stay, and the 4th one leaves. And another 4th person randomly, pops up. I really think a PvE mode, very simply, integrated into the current maps with a simple capture, defend, or conquer and conquer, or conquer and conquer and conquer, will be a little more fun. It'd be shake up things. Yeah, they'd have to come up with a little bit of different systems associated with PvE. Reward systems would be kind of modified, and there'd be the problem of possibly cutting back on, the different players playing in all 3 modes. We do 2 modes right now, where some people are playing faction warfare, some people are playing only quick play, and that's it. I think this 3rd mode would definitely give people that, almost that feeling too of having just playing with their friends. I feel like that's one thing this game's missing. I mean, yeah, my unit gets together, we have fun, and we play together and all that stuff. But I'll admit, we have moments where it's like, kind of wish we could play alone. Just the 6 of us, 3 on 3, or something like that. Or just the 4 of us, 2 on 2, or just whatever. But unfortunately, because the private stuff is, with the private matches, you have to have a full group, 2 full groups of 12, or you have to pay for the servers, which makes sense. You're basically paying for server time. And, well, that kind of sucks. So, I digress. PvE, what do you guys think? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.